Hello, and welcome again to Van Life Pantry. Today we are going to make coffee. I had someone ask how we make coffee, and it's a question that gets asked all the time. And there are a lot of different ways to make coffee, so I'm just going to go through one of them. If you don't have a kitchen build inside your vehicle and you have a cooktop, either butane, propane, or this one happens to be electric, then you set up your table, you set up all of your coffee things, and you make your coffee. I make hot water because the method that we use is pour over. So, or instant. Sometimes I use instant, and that is even faster. But all you need is hot water. So if you don't have the ability to do any cooking, or you can't get your stovetop out, or you just really don't feel up to it, and you just want to do a drive through somewhere, you can actually get just a cup of hot water, and you can do your own pour over, you can do your own instant coffee, and a lot of places will give you a free cup of hot water, or maybe 25 cents, which still saves you money. So however you want to do it is always a good way to do it. But this is how we do it. So I am turning this on, which I should have already done, but you know. I'm going to turn it on to max. There are bugs getting me. We're down by the river, and I didn't bring any bug spray. If I had, it would be a natural organic essential oil bug spray that I like to use, but I don't have that. So I will be batting away the bugs as we speak. So how am I powering this down by the river? With a portable battery. And I don't know if the sound of the portable battery is picking up in this video, and if it is and it damages the sound quality of this video, I'm going to have to apologize in advance because I didn't bring a longer extension cord. I just brought my battery and my cooktop. I usually carry an extension cord, but since we are house sitting at a place where we can just plug in for shore power, the cord is in use back there. So we wait until the water boils and we prepare the cups. So we have our 2 mugs getting ready, and I actually have this pour over filter that I can use. This one is for tea. It can steep, but I've used it for coffee and it actually makes very good steeped coffee. So I'm going to use this for my cup of coffee, and we're going to use the other pour over for the other cup of coffee. So pour over gets ready here. You can get a pour over that does not use filters. This one does use filters. There are metal pour overs that are very similar to this one that sit up on top of your cup, and you just dump them each time, so you don't need the filter. These do use filters. They use the number 2 size filter. We usually try to get the unbleached filter. It's supposed to be better, even though you are using paper. The bleached is not as good for you or the environment, I'm told. So we are going to wait until the water boils, and we'll show you the pouring. Okay, so the water is just about ready, and we are going to put the coffee into the filters. I like to do 2 heaping teaspoons of coffee into the filters, and I'm going to do the same in this one, which is going to be really steeped coffee. That makes it similar to French press, except you're not pushing the grounds down, so it's not pressed. Sits in there. Much like French press, this one lets tiny little bits of coffee powder get in your coffee. Now you might hear the little tractor of the person who manages the river bank here. And of course, the water is making its noise. And when it whistles, we can pour. So we'll just stand here and wait. I have this water. This is my Remember to Drink water bottle. I'm on the 2nd bottle of water for this today. And I just got this recently because I don't remember to drink enough water, and this is my reminder. So carry this with me all day and remind myself to drink the water. And it has hummingbirds on it, so it makes water fun to drink. We'll see. Whistling means boiling, and we are ready to pour. So I'm going to turn this off, save my battery, and pour my water. This one is not quite a whole cup full, but it will steep just fine, and then when I pour it into this cup, I can add a little bit more water if I need to. So I boiled exactly 2 cups of water. I actually measured by pouring the water into the coffee mugs before I put it in here and pouring each of them in here. 1, because water conservation is very important, and 2, because I forgot to bring any extra water. So we had just enough, excuse me, we had just enough for my remember to drink water and to make our cups of coffee. Again, I would normally be carrying a 3-gallon water container, but house sitting, so I don't have that with me at the moment. This pour over, you have to do a couple of times. It goes all the way down, and then as it empties into the cup, you pour a little bit more so that it can steep a little bit more down into the cup. And we just wait for it to drip. And you can't be too impatient, because this lifestyle especially lets you slow down and enjoy what you're doing. So right now we can enjoy waiting for the coffee to drip into the cup. And this one, there's a lid. I could put the lid on that and let it steep for a couple of minutes while this one is dripping, and then we will come back and put a little bit of half and half and honey. Okay, so the dripping is almost finished. The steeping is now finished. I like to take this lid off, and then I just use that to hold this so that it doesn't drip all over everywhere. The grounds can dry out, and when they're dry, we can dump them. Coffee grounds are actually very good to use in the soil. They're good, they help things grow. So you can use them in a garden, you can dump them anywhere, and they will not damage anything. If that bothers you and you don't want to dump them just anywhere, a trash bag will work, as always. Trash bags are always good for trash, things you don't want. So this cup is very hot. I'm going to use a cloth around it. This is actually a teacup. It's a very nice ceramic teacup that lets you hold the tea and feel the warmth. But I'm not going to drink it directly out of there today because I want it in my coffee mug. So we are going to pour into the coffee mug. We get a lot of grounds left in here. As I said, it lets that powder through, which I don't mind because you get that in French press coffee too. And I need to top it off just a tiny bit with a little bit of water that's left. Getting every last drop out of this tea pot. And now my half and half. So this one is black. It stays that way. It doesn't have anything to doctor it up. Mine likes half and half and a little bit of honey. So we are going to pour that in. I like to use local honey. This one is pretty local to me, and I prefer it to be raw. I like unfiltered, but when you get it from a store, you often cannot get unfiltered. I like to get honey, if I can, from local farmers markets where they are selling raw unfiltered. So now that I have the coffee ready, we are going to turn you around so that you can see our view. So here's our view. We get to enjoy our coffee while we sit and enjoy the lapping sound of the river water as it goes by in a slow and gentle way. And the sun will be down in, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. So we get to enjoy watching the fish bite and the evening birds coming home, and this is really a perfect place. So this is one part of van life, and this is how we make and enjoy our coffee. I hope that you have enjoyed this segment, and I hope you will come back and join me again. Until then, I hope to see you on down the road.